How did you hear about Allsup Veterans Appeals?
It was from my doctor. She's the one who gave me the info for Allsup. And when I was telling her about it, and she gave me the 800 number for them, and she told me there's some of her patients that had really good success with you guys.
What was your experience like working with Allsup?
Also, I was really pleased with Mr. McBroom because he really worked with me and he kept me informed. When I first talked to him, we were on the phone. Me, him, and my wife were on the phone for about almost an hour going through all of my stuff. And I liked how he worked and everything he did. And whenever I needed stuff done, I would email him and he would email me back, or we would work through phone calls and getting everything done that way.
Had you been denied, or were you looking for a higher rating?
Well, a little of both. A lot of my stuff I was being denied, and I was also looking for a higher, trying to get a higher rating. But I wasn't, not trying to get a higher rating just because, but trying to get some of my my ailments approved that were actually in my records.
What was your first impression when contacting Allsup?
At first, my first impression was when I contacted them, I was just wondering how much I was going to have to put out and pay, and that's when they told me I didn't have to pay anything. They would get only 20% of back pay, which I'm like, okay, not a problem and all. And when he worked with me and all, he got me set up with my appointments and stuff, and he told me, he goes, you guys also should get 20%. I was happy with that.
What was your end result from working with Allsup?
My end result was he got me up to 90, and finally he got me 100%, and I was really happy with that when he got me up to my 100%. And like I said, he was one of the better ones that I enjoyed working with.
What benefits have you seen from working with Allsup Veterans Appeals?
The responsiveness and all, I was really pleased with it because, granted, all the attorneys have a lot of people they got to work with and everything and all, but getting back with me within a few days and all, I was happy with that.
What was the best thing to happen from working with Allsup Veterans Appeals?
The best thing to happen was me getting my 100%, and the way everybody treated me, they treated me really nice.
How has your life changed since receiving a higher rating?
My life has changed basically for the better and all, because since I got my 100%, I've also reached out to the VA and been able to get appointments outside the VA.
What would you say to someone who is thinking of hiring Allsup Veterans Appeals for their VA appeals case?
On that, I've explained to them the process I've gone through and how I'm happy about it. And like I'm sure you know that I've referred quite a few of my friends and all, and they were denied a lot of stuff. Like I had a good friend of mine I went through the military with. He had been through a few VSOs and was denied, and that's why I gave him Allsup's number and told them to talk to them. He was working with Allsup for the 2 years, and he called me a little over a month ago, and he was happy with because he said that he got his 50% and he got 2 years back pay. I'm like, I said that was awesome.
Were you confident enough in Allsup to refer us to others that you know?
I was real happy with the company and all, and there are people that I've run into and they've told me what they've gone through, and I give them excuse me, I've given them Allsup's information to say, hey, just give them a call and see if they'll work with you and try to get all your stuff together.
Is there anything else you'd like people to know about working with Allsup?
I think I pretty much covered it, because the first time I actually referred Allsup was me and my wife were in Dayton, Ohio at the Air Force Museum and ran into a guy who was in Vietnam and everything. And he was saying that his veteran service officers he was having a hard time with them. And I gave them, it was just somebody that I just started talking with at the museum. We gave him and his wife your guys' information. And I told him, I said, we were happy with everything that you guys had done. So they wanted information. I gave it to them.
Call us now to learn more or visit us online at allsup.com/veterans.